viewers of the Zexon Amid YouTube Sports channel as well as the TikTok channel. With me here, I have the big boys themselves. That is Martin, the Prime Minister of Football, alongside Mr. Edward Seeds, the Arsenal diehard. They are over here to showcase. You can even really feel the impression and how he's dressed on the big game of the weekend as two rivals come into contention. Manchester United versus Arsenal. It is the biggest headline. Mr. Martin, you can say hi to the viewers before we tussle it out with the big man himself over there. That is in the biggest crash of the weekend.
Okay, thank you very much, Hamidu, for having hosted us once again to give a view on this weekend, this big game, which is everyone around the world is waiting to watch. Even if it starts right now, everyone will be able to watch it. So we are here to give analysis, and we will see who will be able to win. Once again, I'm called Martin, so I just wish you all the best as you watch.
Yes, Mr. Edward, I think you are just ready than ever as the biggest game is awaiting. Just to say hi, that is the fans, as we wait to give them a limelight of what will be happening. That is on Sunday.
Thank you so much, Hamidi, Zexon TV and on TikTok. First of all, I would like to appreciate your subscribers because the numbers are growing.
We appreciate.
Both on YouTube and
even on TikTok.
But first of all, I will request these people to first subscribe.
Yes, please.
And comment as well, share this analysis because it is for the good of the channel and for purposes of us growing. But back to the point, my name is Seeds and I'm available on TikTok.
Yes,
that is at Seeds1 TV.
Yes, whoever wants to meet you,
you can please follow and you get more information about of course the favorite people's club and all that. But as we are going to dig deep into this analysis, I just want people to enjoy. Those that can get popcorn, please sit, relax, and we are here to tell you what is coming up.
Okay, let us just start from there instantly. Edward, Arsenal will be playing, that is the Manchester United. I think in a season, if you just beat these ones and the rest will just come as additional products. How do you talk about this game? How ready are you? First and foremost, you had lost some form, but with the 7-1 thumping of PSV, I think it brought you into the limelight. And even many Arsenal fans were saying that if at all we had replicated these 7 goals and in fact they did to this Stakule, maybe it would be a flavor. How do you talk about that game?
Thank you so much. And if you go to betting companies and all odds are in our favor, that is first of all. Yes. When you go to each and every panics, they are giving the game in our favor.
Yes, please.
What does that mean? We are Man United is coming as underdogs.
Yes.
And we are the favorites to win that game. And me myself, I'm 100% Congo sure we are winning that goal. And to me, as my there, if Man United even scores a single goal like this, it will be their win. Even if we
even if you beat them like 3-1
or 7-1, it will be their win. As long as they can score us a goal, it will be their win. But depending on how they have been playing, look at what they did yesterday. They were playing against
Real Sociedad.
Okay, Real Sociedad is not a small team.
It is not a small team. They drew 1-1.
Yeah, but when you compare the two teams, at least you could think that Man United at least can do something at Real Sociedad. But the mere fact that it ended in a draw and that's the form they are having. When you look back, you see how Man United has been playing. Yes, I understand Arsenal has some challenges in putting the ball in the net, but the previous game
give you some light.
Yeah, so my instincts are telling me that if we don't win this game with a margin of 4 goals, it would be a loss. Like the previous game
that is Martin. That is Seeds, the Arsenal diehard.
I told these people that I work with that if Arsenal doesn't beat Man United,
you will come in a scat.
I would come in a scat. And that video is still available on TikTok because I recorded it some 4 days before, and I told everyone at work, if Arsenal doesn't beat Man United, I'll come in a scat. Same applies this weekend. We are playing on Saturday at 19:30. On Monday, I'll come in a scat, well dressed and high heels. And when we record, there is another video that will be coming through on this same channel. On Monday, you will be in position to see me in a skirt if Man United beat Arsenal this weekend.
Let us hand with the Mr. Chitakuli himself, Mr. Martin. You may lift the microphone a little bit higher. So, Mr. Martin, you've heard it. That is from the big Arsenal diehard. For you, as a Manchester United fan, you always say that beating Arsenal, even if you finish 17th or 16th, that is enough. You were very happy earlier on when you ejected them out of the Carabao Cup, and one of our friends that we work with called Sharon, after you were also ejected, she came and said, hey, Chiwede, Naya komye waka. So how do you rate about tomorrow's like on weekend's performance and the form that Manchester United is in? You as a die-hard Manchester United fan, what do you talk about this game?
Okay, according to that game, me what I think, it is not going to be an easy game, as my brother said. It's not going to be easy.
But for you, it's sure that is a win.
Yes,
if at all the game is not even played, they just give him the 3 points.
Yeah, that's the result, but according to me, it's not going to be like that. Because remember, this fixture is one of the most entertaining fixtures, which has brought rivalry, more even here in Africa, more so here in Africa. There's a lot of rivalry between Arsenal and Man U. Remember, this rivalry started by the longest spell the two coaches spent at Man U.
That is Alex Ferguson and Arsene Wenger.
And Arsene Wenger. That's when that spell, the rivalry started, because it came in as a result that Sir Alex Ferguson, the man, used to win
up against Wenger.
Against Wenger. Every other competition he finds him, whether away or home. So that's where that rivalry started in. Even it brought in the players like the likes of Roy Keane
alongside Patrick Vieira.
So this rivalry has grown up to date, but according to this game, I think even if Man right now is not on, is not good enough, this game we can win. We have all what it takes to win the game. I don't think Arsenal will manage to beat us. Remember this season in particular, we have not been good, but to some games when you are playing big,
we saw you rising to the occasion up against Liverpool. No one expected you at Anfield. So can we think that you can still replicate the same form you had before?
Of course we can replicate it, because remember, right now we may be cats, but on a given day when we are playing the top 5, the top 6, the top 7, we can be lions. So the Arsenal people, them not expect this game to be just a walkover. I even imagine they managed to
PSV 7.
PSV also, you know, PSV.
They are the Dutch champions, and they are currently leading the trend. They are in the Champions League. Will that also be a statement?
It is a statement. That's okay, but I don't think they will still bring that form. And you at Old Trafford. Remember, Arsenal winning at Old Trafford has been one of the nightmares.
Last year they beat you 1-0. You remember very well.
Of course,
and they beat you home and away.
Yes, last year they beat us home and away.
But this time, this season, you've played it twice. You've won one and you have drawn. You won a lucky one. Would you say that is a lucky one, or you were just strong enough for that? Ejecting them out of the FA Cup, and you were very happy.
Yes, of course, I was very happy, because ejecting a team when you are one man less, it is not easy. We managed to contain. Remember in football, if you don't, they manage to create chances, but they did not use them. So in that game, we were, even before getting the red card, we saw that we were a better team. If we had not gotten a red card, we are going to win this game in full time. So this time around, I don't expect the game to be easy, but what I know, Arsenal is not going to manage to beat us at Old Trafford. What they can do is, if they have played to their best, is to collect 1 point, and that will be a very tough one. So
let us run the microphone to Mr. Edward himself. Mr. Edward, to start from there, you've had the man himself has sparkled a lot of words, all the histories, and some of us who are born around the 90s up to date, we know very well that we came to football between the times of Sir Alex Ferguson and even Arsene Wenger introduced us the beautiful game of football. Previously, you, Arsenal, you were fighting, that is for the Premier League, but I think some few games ago, results were not going positively. In the last 5 games, you have like 3 wins in all the competitions, according to his statements. And last year, you managed to go there and you won, that is 1-0. In the FA Cup, you were beaten, that is on the penalties. Still, in 90, we may count it as a draw, but in a cup competition, it is still a loss for you. Can we say that is the payback period as we used to study?
Thank you so much. And for those people that watch that game, they can be in position to understand how Man United won. They didn't win because they were better than us, but they won because of luck. You know, there's what we call luck in football. You like it or not. If you watch the PSG and Liverpool game, PSG had 28 shots, but they didn't have any goal. But Liverpool had 3, and they utilized the 1, which was a goal and was enough to win. That's what we call luck. So But holding other factors constant, Man United doesn't have luck because of how they have been playing and all that. The players themselves are weak of late, and they are playing like as if they are in a relegation place.
Or they're in a comfortable zone. Most of them are being paid high.
Exactly. So it's like they have been winning so many trophies in the past 3 games. Okay, the way they are playing like Manchester City, because when we're talking about Manchester City, for them it is explainable.
It is explainable that they have won many times
and they are tired. But with Man United, they should be hungry, like how Arsenal is. And like as I said, if Man United win against this Arsenal this week, it will be a miracle. It's not going to be something that is Man United has worked for. No, it's going to be a miracle, because even if you go on paper, player per player, I do not see any player that is better than any Man United player that is better than. Let's go. There is
in the goal.
Our Onana versus
David Raya.
No one can take Onana and they Let's go to number 2. We have Timber. We all know how Timber plays.
Yeah, we
Let's
know.
go to Saliba. You know how you cannot leave Saliba.
Gabriel Magalhaes. Even the people who are on the bench, that is Ben White.
Exactly. Let's go to our.
But even Manchester United has some good players.
Yes.
And only that they have lost somehow some form. The likes of Mazrui have been playing, that is top flight football.
Yeah.
That is in Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
The likes of Matthias Late are also being playing some top flight football. Dear King now, whom sometimes we call a striker, that is Harry Maguire, currently holding the team. The striker defender is currently, I think, is at the peak of his game.
But of late, all the players that we've talked about, their form is not all the best as they were previously. So there's kind of some bit of demoralization and all that because of the form and all that. So putting all that factors in place, I do not see any Man United winning against Arsenal this weekend. I don't see that.
Okay, to start from there still, Edward, I think somehow it had taken somehow quite long for Arsenal to get a win, that is at the Old Trafford. But the recent games in the past 6 meetings, Mikel Arteta has been of advantage, that is to Manchester United, and not only Manchester United, but the top 6 teams that is in the Premier League. Can we say that he brought somehow some new light of football to Arsenal's performance amongst the top teams?
That is 100% true. When you compare him to the previous coaches we had after Arsene Wenger, there's some bit of entertainment, there's some bit of classic football, there's some bit of nice football, there's some bit of confidence. And when you compare the previous coaches that we had and the players, when you could go to play Man United, you could see that most of our players are world that are confident. But
up against Liverpool, but this time you were unbeaten against Liverpool in 2 consecutive seasons, against Manchester City.
And if you're to recall about Manchester City, you know what we did to Manchester City. I don't know why, but my heart is telling me that something may be replicated still in the same
up against the same man.
Exactly. Up against Man United. What happened to Man City? That's what my heart is saying. And always my heart is right. So I don't know whether it is right, but this time round it is telling me that the same fixed goals that we punished Manchester City, they'll be the same that we shall punish to the Noisy Brothers.
Okay, let us turn into the Manchester United fan. Martin, you've heard it from the Arsenal fan. I think you can just defend over Manchester United. How do you think about this game? Previous in the last 5 games, you haven't been performing better. Reason being that your last win was up against your last one. That is a game 3-2. You remember that game? Was it against Ipswich Town? That is in the Premier League. The rest have been draws. Can we say that this is a stepping stone? That is for your next. This could be a stepping stone. Currently, you are in 14th position. In the since I was born, I've never seen Manchester United in the second page. Can we say the fixture up against Arsenal could be your stepping stone? Because if at all you win that game, you may rise to 11th position, and there are hopes of again pushing up for Europa. How do you talk about that?
Okay, according to the position we are in, of course, in a certain season, if you don't perform well, you expect such, because the positions are not.
Let us lift up the microphone.
The positions are not given according to merit. It's based on your performance.
Yes.
Right now we are not good, and that one everyone knows that we have not been good enough this season. So for the game of Arsenal, I've seen here my brother saying that they will be able to replicate.
And he said that he's going to put on a skirt, and I will have to capture that video. He comes in the skirt and the high heel, and we post it to the fans.
We shall be here. I've seen my brother talking about replicating the 5-1. I think that one is a myth. That one will not be there. will not be possible. So I don't. That's just giving false hope. But that one will not be there. I don't expect, even if on a given day by chance they manage to win. On a given day, which even I don't, that one even is not there. I don't expect it. So I don't expect them to win. For me, what I know of recent, of course, we were from 2013,